Communication and connection have been integral parts of the human experience. Since the dawn of civilized society, a mass effort has been made to make communication and connection as easily accessible as possible. Up until 1876, letters and telegrams were the norm of communication. Following Alexander Graham Bell's invention of the telephone, communicating with one's dear ones became easier. Interestingly, letters and telegrams did not become obsolete. However, with the introduction and advancement of the internet in the 90s and the subsequent introduction of social media in the early 2000s, home phones became obsolete by the 2010s. In today's fast-paced world, social media has almost become an extension of who we are as a society. It is a part of one's daily routine due to smartphones and a lightning-fast internet connection. It has allowed us to create new friendships, renew old ones, learn and relearn things, and have impact in the social, economic, and political spheres of our existence. However, just like with everything else in life, social media has its pros and cons. In this video, we will be exploring some of those pros and cons. Advocacy. Since the dawn of media, advocacy has been an integral part of the experience. In the 19th and 20th century, means of mass media were used to advocate for the oppressed. However, despite its wide reach, it was not very versatile and focused on specific types of oppressions. Since the emergence of new media, a large number of previously disenfranchised people have been given a spotlight in the limelight and a voice. As a result of this, more and more people have started advocating for their own rights as well as the rights of others. Organizing protests and marches as well as curbing the spread of misinformation has gotten easier. Digital advocacy, in which digital technology is used to contact, inform, and mobilize groups of people around an issue or a cause, has become a central component of almost any movement. Some of the most used digital advocacy tools include websites, blogs, Facebook, Twitter, email, and texts. Number 2. Awareness creation. The advocacy has led to opening up the conversation to social issues that were previously kept under the wraps and were more of a community-based issue. People suffered in silence for they felt no one could understand what they were going through. Social media plays an important role in awareness creation. It provides the best mode of communication to the many organizations present in the world. It involves the use of social networking as a broadcasting technique. Social media builds an ideal environment for interaction. Number 3. Taboo. Social media has made the conversation on taboo topics easier. As a result of this, many victims have managed to come forward. Their stories have inspired others to come forward and has allowed the social conversation to change its direction. Money, sex crimes, politics, community-based violence, all of these taboo topics have always been avoided to maintain a comfortable environment. Let's review the cons. Number 1. Scams. Since almost every business on the planet has a social media presence, scamming people out of thousands of dollars has gotten easier. Scammers use ads and offers to market their scams. In the first 6 months of 2020, people reported losing a record high of almost $117 million to scams that started on social media. People sent money to online sellers that didn't deliver, to romance scammers, and for phony offers of financial help. Number 2. Lack of privacy. Social media users' concerns about their privacy have spiked in recent years. Incidents of data breaches have alarmed many users and forced them to rethink their relationship with social media and the security of their personal information. Most search engines and social medias use EULA, and it's fine print to have unrestricted access to a user's private information. Social media platforms provide privacy settings to satiate the user's need for customizable privacy preferences, but it does not really protect the user. As a result of this, private information of the users is farmed and then sold to the highest corporate bidder. Number 3. Perception of body image and self-esteem. Human beings are social creatures. We need the companionship of others to thrive in life, and the strength of our connections has a huge impact on our mental health and happiness. Being socially connected to others can ease stress, anxiety, and depression. On the flip side, lacking strong social connections can pose a serious risk to your mental and emotional health. Excessive use can fuel feelings of anxiety, depression, and isolation. Social media has made the access to information easier, but as a result of this, the internet is constantly being flooded with information regarding the injustice those with less power are facing on a daily basis. This distresses a large number of users. Due to social media platforms such as Instagram and Twitter, the influencer culture and the unrestricted access to celebrity and their images has created a very unhealthy body image. Due to this, many people have developed severe eating disorders and body image issues. Number 4. Internet addiction. A large number of people have started using the internet as a means of escape from the dreary situation that they are in. It may come in the form of mindless scrolling through social media, playing online games, or using social media to seek some form of validation. The phenomena of social media addiction can largely be contributed to the dopamine-inducing social environments that these networking sites provide. Studies have shown that the constant stream of retweets, likes, and shares from these sites have affected the brain reward area to trigger the same kind of chemical reaction as other drugs, such as cocaine. In conclusion, given how deeply ingrained social media is in our lives, cutting social media out completely due to its cons is not a plausible solution. It is an ineffective answer. Social media may have a lot of negatives, but the positive aspects cannot be ignored either. Ergo, social media needs to be used in moderation, and the moderation has to come from within us.